I struggled a lot with anxiety and fear. And I always knew that I could do more, but I lived very small. I kept my life really small. I didn't take risks. I didn't go after the things that I wanted. I didn't think I was good enough. That critical mind of mine would just go and go and go and tell me, you're not good enough. You're not. Uh, I was an immigrant at that time. I mean, it'd still be considered an immigrant, I guess, but I had only been in this country for like 10 years at that time. And so I just kept my everything so small, and I knew that something was holding me back. And it, even though after I went to graduate school to become a psychologist, I didn't make the connection to that I had anxiety, because the kind of anxiety I have, and this is the reason I really focus on helping high achieving women with anxiety, is it actually takes 5 to 10 years to be accurately diagnosed with anxiety and OCD specifically, because for high achievers, we don't show up as anxious the way like somebody that's debilitated with anxiety would show up. We know something's holding us back. It affects our mindset. It affects our relationships. It affects our finances. It affects our career choices. And so in my 20s, when I was actually studying and wanting to get jobs, I wanted to get the job that didn't require any attention on me. I didn't want a lot of responsibility, because I thought I would just completely mess it up. I didn't trust my instincts. And I lived with a lot of nervous energy and a lot of fear about everything. And so once I made that connection that, okay, like I said, it runs in my family. OCD and anxiety runs in my family, but I wasn't demonstrating it like they were. Like a lot of people in my family, maybe they're very obsessive about cleaning and about things being a certain way and about control. And I wasn't like one of those people. Cleaning was not something that I was obsessed with, but I had the negative thoughts just going and going and going, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I knew that something was holding me back. And so I'm noticing that in my practice now with a lot of really high functioning people. They come in, they're like, oh, I'm so stressed, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so burnt out. And a lot of it is because they're being fueled by anxiety. So over time, eventually, I started specializing in anxiety. The more I learned about my own issues and what was holding me back and what really helped me, the more I was able to help my patients. And now I'm hoping to help people around the world that are struggling with this, because a lot of people aren't they're not being treated the right way. So a lot of women, especially women between the ages of 35 to 50, they start struggling. They start feeling really burnt out. They're really overwhelmed and stressed. And they go to the doctor and they give them anti-anxiety medications or antidepressants, when really it's lifestyle, it's hormonal imbalance, it's a lot of things that isn't you don't just want to put a band-aid on this. You want to get to the root of it and address it at the root, so that you're no longer being held back by it. And that's my goal, is to empower women, because I know how good it felt to empower myself. So now my goal is to empower others to feel the same way. And it's definitely possible without medication or even long-term therapy. I actually am okay with working myself out of a job.